Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgmo. Welcome to Real Talk, of course, here on Footy Judgmo. This is going to be a different show than what we normally do. I am actually in front of you. Or if you watch the thumbnail, if you watch this, of course, I brought Paz because we are not only talking about transfer rumors, we're talking about the transfer rumors that might not happen. Because I think one of these transfers that you see in front of you is going to happen. It might be a marquee signing for Arsenal. It might be Vini Júnior. Because yesterday, David Ornstein said that Arsenal aren't going to do volume signings. They're just going to do big money signings, 1 or 2 or 3. In terms of Ndiaye to City, City are looking for wingers. They're looking for Elliot Anderson. And how do you pronounce his name? Ndiaye, right? Is actually linked to City. Is City going to do the business like that? Alex Scott to Liverpool. I think a lot of people are crying online. A lot of people are crying. He's too expensive. Well, Alex Scott had a better season than the likes of Matías Fernandes. And if Matías Fernandes is 85 million, Alex Scott for 80 million, a young English talent that played for Iraola to Liverpool, makes a lot of sense. Paz sent me a video this morning about why Liverpool will fall off. We'll talk about that as well.
That can't come out yet. That can't come out yet. That can't come out yet.
All right. But listen, we'll talk about all of it. There is the news about Chelsea and Mike Maignan. I just didn't have a time to actually put it on. Didn't have space to put it. But Chelsea are linked to Mike Maignan, who's actually put in a transfer request to go to Chelsea. There is Adam Morton that actually now we're talking about going to Chelsea as well. But listen, we got Paz, the creator now. The full-time YouTuber is here. Big up my man. One-on-one, first time to do that. Is that the new shirt, bro? Can I see the new shirt? Boy. Guys, OKJersey.com, they have this shirt, guys. It's £15. You can get £15 OK Jersey. By the way, 15% discount now. 15% discount is valid for 4 days. So go and check yours, of course. Guys, this MHF 15 that's in front of you is only going to be valid for 4 days. Big up. The first one, Kika. If I ever saw fake news, it's this one. But a man can dream. Bring me Vini. That's the guy that can elevate us to the next level. If you want to start there, guys in the chat, where should we start? There's 4 clubs I want to talk about. City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester United. Where should we start? It depends on the votes, guys. Vini to Arsenal, 73%. Hit that like button, people. Where should we start, people? Let us know. Liverpool or Arsenal? You guys let us know. How you doing, bro? How's everything going?
I'm good, man. We're locked in, man. We're locked in. We're consistent. You get me? After a year of playing games, it feels good, man. It feels good. It feels like we're gonna have a good summer as well, which means next year, loads of content to come. Yeah, man. I'll be honest. I'm feeling very positive about what we're gonna get done this summer, man. I think we're gonna surprise people with some of the names that we're gonna go down, and I also see a slight. I think people are going to perceive it as a change in direction, but I don't think it is necessarily going to be a change in direction. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Yeah. Give you an example. If you look at Morgan Rogers,
I'm going to drink some water, but you know what? It's not water. Go ahead.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you've done there. So let's take like Gibbs White and Morgan Rogers, right? I think they're different profiles to anything we have. And I think even now you look at like the Vini links, I think they're very different. And I think people are going to perceive that as, oh, Arteta wants to now start playing this different brand of like free-flowing attacking football. I don't think it is. I think he's going to look... I think Arteta has a way in his head that he wanted to play or / wants to play. And he's now had to make the best of the scenario that he has, which he's always had to do. Because even when he came in, he had to create a style that suited what he had, right? Which is why I'm baffed as to why people think that he doesn't change.
What?
Constantly changing.
No, he played different styles. I think he created styles that win.
But that's
he created styles that win.
But that's the point. So why you disagree?
He tried different styles.
This is what I just said to you.
No. He created a style. I think it worked, but it didn't win him the league.
Yes, correct. I agree.
But by the way, there is something that a lot of people say. I swear to God, 2 days ago I was thinking about it, and I think people are actually I think people are acting stupid on purpose. They're like, Arteta played good football, but he didn't win the league. No, I'm gonna tell you something. The Arsenal of 23-24, if they played this season, they would have won the league this season. The difference is the league this season has required Arsenal to play a certain brand of football. But that team, if they played now, they would have won the league, in my opinion.
I disagree with that, man.
No, bro. 23-24, the second half of the season, it was magnificent. It was phenomenal. It was fantastic.
I don't buy that one personally. I think the league that we have now, I even spoke about this earlier, like where the Premier League is now. In fact, one of the talking points I brought up on my stream yesterday was I think now is the most difficult time it's ever been for an English team to win a Prem and Champions League double. And I genuinely believe that. But there's logic behind it. And I think that also leaks into the kind of the point that you're making where you think the 23-24 side could win. I'm just not sure that's true.
That side was lethal, bro. That second half of the season was lethal.
Yeah, but
it was lethal.
It had Reece Nelson and Gabriel Jesus in it.
No, but it was Havertz, it was Martinelli, it was Trossard, it was Saka, it was Odegaard banging, it was Rice, it was Thomas Partey banging, Jorginho played well, if I'm not mistaken. Ben White was banging. I think he had a great second half of the season, in my opinion.
That was important.
Anyway, but long story short, I want to just say something about this. Forget the 23-24 season. I actually believe that Morgan Rogers, I said something yesterday about Morgan Rogers and Tonali together. Yesterday, Fabrizio said that Arsenal are the club now that is already spoken about Tonali. Man United moved away. City moved away. City are focused on Elliot Anderson. Man United are focused on Matheus Fernandes and Elliot Anderson as well. I actually think if you get Morgan Rogers and you get a left winger, I think your window can consist of Morgan Rogers, a left winger, and Tonali. But you'll have to let one of the midfielders go. And it has to be a big name. Don't tell me Norgard. Which one would you let go?
Give me the names.
Okay, you're gonna the names. Okay, the Tonali in the midfield. Morgan Rogers is an attacking left winger.
Give me the names that you would like me to choose from.
It's a Rice, okay, but you have to be realistic. Rice, Zubamendi, Eze, and Odegaard. You cannot do Mikel Merino because he ain't worth the money, and Norgard. You know what I mean? You'll have to let go of a big name.
But why do we need the money?
I don't think you can have all of these players on the roster, on the squad. Like, it won't work.
Here's where I challenge your thinking.
That's my opinion. I'm asking you to choose.
I'll choose, but I think the rule is nonsense. And
it's wrong. How? You can't have Tonali, Lewis Kelly. Right? Okay, let me tell you the midfield that I'm thinking about. You cannot have Lewis Kelly, Tonali, Zubamendi, Rice, Moreno, Odegaard, Eze, Morgan Rogers, and 2 left wing, because I'm assuming
Man City did it. Man City did it.
No. 8 midfielders.
Man City had a 100-man squad.
You cannot do this, broski.
Why can't we stockpile players?
No. You can have to, guys. I'm telling you, 7 midfielders. You cannot have Odegaard and Eze and Morgan Rogers competing for one position. You can't. You can't have Eze, Odegaard. I think it's impossible.
I can't see why not.
How?
I get what you're saying, and eventually people.
But you played football, and you know that Morgan Rogers, if he's joining, if Arsenal sign a left winger, if you sign Barcola, right? If you sign Barcola, for example,
it depends what idea he has in his mind with Rodgers. If he doesn't see Rodgers as a midfielder,
yeah, fine. I'm talking about if you sign a left winger, which is you're still linked. Fabrizio said you're linked to 3 wingers, right? Gibbs White is not one of them, by the way, right? Morgan Rogers, for me, is similar to Eze in terms of like not the profile, but positioning on the pitch. Can play on the left, can come from the middle.
I'll accept the premise of your argument. I'll accept. You're right, JT. You're right. Let's not be pedantic. I'll accept the premise of your argument. If I had to pick one, it would be. Hold on. So you said Odegaard, Eze, Rice. Is that what you said?
Yes.
If there's a gun to my head, it will probably be Zubamendi. But that's not going to happen. So now I'm creating a dreamland.
Yes, exactly. Zubamendi is not going to happen because you just bought him. It has to be one of. I'm going to be honest. It has to be one of Eze and Odegaard.
Okay, how do you see Tonali in the reality of it being him being a 6 or
number 1? I think it's a very real link.
I think Tonali.
You know why it's a very real link, right? You know why it's a very real link.
That would allow us to say, Rice, you can sit out for 1 game.
Tonali isn't coming. Tonali isn't coming to be a rotational player.
No, but that's okay. I'm not saying he is, but if we have Tonali, we now can say
100%.
Rice sit down.
So Lewis Kelly, Tonali, Odegaard, or Lewis Kelly, Tonali, Eze works. Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, of course.
So for me, I think Tonali would come in, but if there's a gun to my head, I'll pick Zubamendi. I would rather not sell any of them, though. I would keep all of them. And if I'm honest, Mikel Moreno, it's been really good.
I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. Mikel Moreno is a utility player.
I wouldn't get rid of Moreno if I don't have to, but I would have Moreno.
By the way, people that keep saying City. Number 1, Pep Guardiola did this, but also players kind of complained. Already, I'm going to tell you something. Rangers, if you read the reports about Rangers, City fans will tell you, Rangers ain't happy. He ain't happy. He's like, okay. And with all due respect, and Rangers come from Milan, isn't Tonali in the Premier League today. Rangers is like, he's not happy. He wants to play. People want to play, bro.
Where do you think Arteta will see Moreno next year? I don't think. I'm just not sure Moreno is
I actually think that Mikel Moreno is going to be a striker.
I'm just not sure he's a centre mid at Arsenal anymore.
I actually think he's a striker for you.
Not sure, man. I think the level of our midfield has just gone a bit beyond Mikel Moreno. And when I say a bit beyond, I think he's the worst midfielder. Like, genuinely, I think he's the worst midfielder out of everybody. And I actually like him. I wouldn't get rid of him because I think he's someone that can that can play in a lot of positions. But at the same time, I think our squad is now past we need someone that can do loads of different things. I would just say, Moreno, you're a striker. You got a year to prove it. I swear that if I was Arteta, I would say, Moreno.
Can I tell you something about this approach of Arsenal and even City and some of the clubs? I don't like, to be honest with you. I'm like someone who's against this. And I've spoken about this for City. I've spoken about this for Liverpool. For me, hoping that a player go back to their form after 2 years is too much risk for me as a football fan.
And what player are you referring to when you say that?
Most of the players. Like for me, I'm going to give you an example. Doku. I was a big fan of Doku, but it has been a year. It has been 2 years. Let's say it worked last year and Doku was good. But for me, that was too much risk. For me, it's too much risk for me as a club to say, okay, Lukaku, same. It's too much risk for me to say, the player had a good season, very, very good season. For example, let me give you an example, player X. That had a good season. And then it has been a season where he dropped off. And then there's another season that he dropped off. For me, the third season, I'm not saying you move on, but you have to have a contingency plan in your squad. You cannot say that my starting winger is, I'm hoping, I'm going in, especially for teams that are looking to win titles, win a Champions League or the Premier League, or your league in Italy, in Spain. You cannot sit and say, well, I'm hoping that he's going to recover the form that he had 3 years ago. You have to have a contingency plan. And that contingency plan cannot be Mikel Merino, for example. So for me, I'm looking at Mikel Merino, I'm saying, he's tried as a striker, worked. He's tried as a midfielder, didn't work. But the problem for me is that Arsenal, if they go next season and their hopes are Gyökeres and Mikel Merino, I think that's too much of a risk if you don't have killers out wide. And I mean killers that can carry that. You know who did it? Paris Saint-Germain. You know how they did it? Goncalo Ramos. They tried, until now they're playing Dembele as a striker. Because why? The guy is a bum. He's been 4 years there since the World Cup 2022. He's a bum. I don't think you should try that. He's a bum. So for me, Mikel Merino, if you're telling me that your strikers option next season are going to be Gyökeres, Merino, Havertz. Okay, let's play it again. Gyökeres, Merino, Havertz, right? Who's your right winger choices?
You know who it is, bro.
Saka and Madueke, correct? Who's your left winger choices?
We don't know until we... it's just like 55,000 people linked to Arsenal at the moment. So I genuinely don't know. Which is why
I think Arsenal need to sign someone that is sure is going to work.
Right, okay, so what does that look like to you? What does that look like to you? Who are you sure is going to work? Because in my eyes, there is no left wingers that are sure that's going to work. I can't think of one that I could say, this guy is coming and I'm getting 20 out of him. Or even 15. There's no left winger that I can say, I'll put my life on, he's coming and giving me 30 GA. I can't think of one.
Yeah.
That's realistic, by the way, because when I'm saying allegedly Kvara is not realistic.
He's not for sale anyway. PSG said, fuck off.
And after what we did to Kvara in the final, he will never come.
He said, he said, fuck off. I don't know. I don't think that Morgan Rogers is a guaranteed left winger signing, out and out winger. Arteta has to change the way he plays.
I don't see. This is what I'm saying. I think we are going to quote unquote change next year, and people are going to see it as Arteta changing the way he plays. But I think you're not I don't think people are considering the concept of maybe he always wanted to play that way, but he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that quality available. So I think
I need to see Arteta with quality higher. I need to see Arteta. You know, I need to see this resilient Arsenal with a firing Saka.
But again, that's what I think next year we'll see. Is you'll see the same intangibles, but you will just see a hike in quality. Touch wood.
But you know why next season you can get away with it? Because I think the league, the teams around you are gonna be not as good. So for me, like the Arsenal still gonna be the best team in the league next season.
I think.
By the way, even with Maresca at City, there is a lot of talk about Maresca at City. I still think there is. I'm gonna come to City. There is a lot of questions.
I think they're in trouble, and I'll tell you why when we get to Man City. But I think they're in big trouble. Big trouble. I think that is my hot take. I think they're in big trouble. But Why?
Let's say, you know what? Fuck this. You know what? Let's have this show all over the place. Let me do these supers, guys. Paz, you need to challenge Mo to a best 3 in 38-0.
We don't want that.
to defend the owners of what? Lotion Legion. I don't know what that is. Turn the Care V into Care W. I don't know what that is. JT, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Turn the Sarah V into Sarah W.
I don't know what that is. But people, I'm just going to tell you something that is not working right now. We got over 6. I know that product. We got over 6. We have over 600 people in the house, and we're only on 100 likes, people. So you guys are absolute bums. So seriously.
Yes, Murad. Lotion emojis.
Seriously, bro. Bro, can we get the likes up, people? Okay, why let me do this. Why there's 2 paths on the fucking I want my club to challenge in every cup. Why cut? Maho, you cannot keep everyone at the club, Maho. This is not working. Okay, stop it. Okay, I want Inter to keep Lautaro and to keep 4 strikers and also sign 2 more. You can't do that. It's impossible to do this, guys. It is impossible. Wallah al-azim, the people that played football in clubs know what I'm talking about. At some point, one of the players will say, I like the club, I love the environment, but broski, I need to be on the grass, bro, in big games. I need to play. Especially the people that, like, I'm going to tell you something. You know this guy, Morgan Rogers? I think that guy has big ego. I think Eze is a big game player. Right? At some point, I think Martinelli and Trossard can be rotational. Right? But there are players...
One or both of them got to go.
Yeah. But my point about him, if you have Martinelli and Trossard, it is fine. It will work.
I don't think Martinelli's going.
I think even the likes of Doku guys, for example, if Man City get in Ndiaye and Doku and Ndiaye rotate, none of them will have a problem. Because I don't think that either of them is a big name like that, in my opinion. Right? But I believe if Arsenal have Rodgers, Eze, and Odegaard, one of them is not going to be happy not playing.
I think Doku will be fuming.
I like Doku, but I don't think he's going to be fuming like that. Well, under Maresca, it's going to be... Guys, can I ask you guys something? Give me a second. Is Paz lagging or is only me because of my internet? Can I know that? People in the chat. Someone let me know in the chat.
I think it's you.
Is Paz lagging or it's only me?
I think it's you still.
Maybe. Okay, cool. So
you're not like
reason. Xfinity are fucking us up. Fuck Xfinity. Xfinity, you bums! Mo, you are being fraudulent with your questioning. That's why I'm the best YouTube host on this app. I can ask questions that are tough. That's why you subscribe to this channel. That's why I'm the best. That's why I subscribe. Liao, number 11 Arsenal.
Please no, bro.
I love Liao.
Yeah, take him at Inter.
I love him. I would love him at Inter. He's a fantastic player.
Yeah, for you, look.
The problem is Liao's attitude or Vini's attitude?
Whoever's going to get me 30 GA.
Liao's attitude or why don't you want Liao?
If Liao says I'm getting you 30 GA, can't take Liao. I don't want to here's the 2 things I want. I either want us to get a booter or take a risk. One of the 2. Don't do the thing in the middle. That's just going to rattle me. The thing in the middle is where you die. I hate that. It's like going to buy a Trossard. I don't want a Trossard. Big up Trossard, but I don't want another one. We needed Trossard at the time. Now, we don't need the thing in the middle. I want you to go get a Mika Götze, which is a bit of a risk, who's booted off, or you go get someone that has given 30 J before, like Vini, and figure that shit out. One of the 2. I don't want the thing in the middle. The thing in the middle is horrible.
Yes. I wouldn't mind Odegaard as a rotation player for fight for the first team, but the deal breaker for me is the amount and how easily he gets injured. I think Odegaard... I actually think that Odegaard... The thing about it, people mistaken me when I say that Odegaard has to go. There is no denying that Odegaard is a very talented footballer. I'm not stupid, guys. I'm not an idiot, right? But Arsenal have reached a level in terms of stature as a football club today that you cannot take risks like that. You can't take risks. You are Premier League champions. You got a chance to retain the title. You reach the Champions League semi-final. You need to move past the like this uncertainty. I don't want to have it, to be honest with you. Big up Lotion Boss and Judge Mo. Okay, there's something I don't know here. What the fuck is going on?
Got the kiddies inside.
What is going on, Tevin? What's going on?
Oh.
Talk to me about City, because City fans think that talk to me. Why City are in trouble?
All right, cool. I'm going to read some names out to you. Tell me if you think they're going to stay. Yeah? Tell me if you think they're going to be Man City players next year. Marcus Bettinelli.
I don't know who that is.
It doesn't matter. He's not. Kovacic.
I don't think he's going to be City next season.
John Stones.
I think he's going to be City next season.
John Stones. I don't think Kovacic is going to be
He's
City.
gone. He's gone.
Bernardo Silva.
No.
Calvin Phillips.
No.
Bernardo Silva. No, sorry. Nathan Ake.
No.
That's every single player they got above 30, by the way. Rodri.
I think he's going to leave.
Ruben Diaz.
I think he's going to stay.
So their oldest player at the club will now be Ruben Diaz at 29. The next is Tijani Raiders. For me, Man City are about to lose their entire leadership. All of the older guys from this team that everyone keeps talking about, the winners, they're all going. The last left is Phil Foden. For me, any team in any sports where that has ever happened, there has been a dramatic fall off. So if obviously we're doing this this if, buts, and maybe stuff. If all of those players I just listed leave, Man City are in gigantic problems. You can't lose every single player above 29, above 27 and continue doing well. And you've lost Pep.
You don't have any 30-plus player other than Trossard.
We have built this from where we are.
You don't have any over there. You don't have Foden, Doku, you got Ruben Diaz.
Hold on, but their culture, that's their culture I'm naming you. If I name you what's left, there is nothing left of their culture. I'm talking like our leadership team is a young leadership team, and it's worked and it's proven. If we get rid of those, you're now talking about forming a whole new leadership team. That's going to take time, or it's going to just fail or fall on its face. You can't name me a team in any sport that has lost their entire leadership structure, including their manager, that isn't going to fall on its face. That to me is, if I was a Man City fan, I'll be terrified at losing all of those names at the exact same time. To me, that's a maniac decision. I would try, even if you're not going to play him, you need to get some of them to stay at least. Especially the names like Ruben Diaz, Rodri, John Stones, for me, and Bernardo Silva, all four of those in one season. Those are big losses. Whether you rate their quality or not, these are the people that run the changing room. These are the people that set the standard. These are the people that know how to win. These are the people that know the quote unquote Man City way. What's left is a lot of question mark players. And then
so why do a lot of people say City have the best squad? City have the best squad.
They have the best, like on paper, you look at players, yes, as it stands now today. But all of that stuff can change like this. You can have all the best players. Real Madrid have all of the best players. But who sets the standard there? If I ask you who sets the standard at Real Madrid?
Rodri. Haaland.
But these are players you're talking about leaving. That's the point I'm making.
Only Rodri is a guy.
Right, Rodri, Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz isn't even a starter, bro. It's gonna be.
You're smart. You're smarter than that. What you're about to say, you're smarter than that. You're smarter than thinking that you have to start to set a standard.
No, but they have Marquee, who I think is a leader. I think Haaland plays a big factor in the dressing room. Rodri, Foden, I don't think that Foden plays a big role in the dressing room at all.
I would say genuinely.
I hear what you're saying. There is Donnarumma. My problem with City is different thing. Is that why every day I'm hearing Fabrizio and other journalists saying that this player has a contract and he hasn't signed yet. And people that keep telling me, and that's the problem. Oh, no, he's in Arsenal. Why the motherfuckers at Arsenal, when they're presented contract, they fucking sign it and they commit? Why hasn't Gavardio signed the contract and committed? Why hasn't Ruben Diaz committed? Why hasn't Rodri committed? Why?
For that reason, though. Like, I put it this way, yeah. Let's say
like why am I hearing yesterday? Yesterday, I want people go to fucking Twitter and type Gavardio Real Madrid, Gavardio Real Madrid. And then today, from a very good source in Spain, they're saying that he wants to leave. Why would he want to leave?
But I think it's because there's a lot of ifs around this club now. There's a lot of what's going to happen. Like, if I'm at
it's kind of strange though. Like
all of the top guys are leaving, and I've got to sign a contract. I might look around and think, wait a fucking minute, everyone's gone that I respect. The manager who I'm here for is gone. All of the top players that I came here for in the first place, the people that set the standard, that run the changing room, they're all going. I'm looking around thinking, what the fuck's going to be left? Now I'm taking a big bet. When Real Madrid over there, they'll fix it in 2 years anyway. So for me, I'll be honest, I'd probably go Real Madrid as well. Plus it's Real Madrid. Would you rather stay and risk it at Man City, who have no
why it's a risk if they all stay? They got a good manager. Okay, can I ask you something? Okay, hear me out. Why it's a risk at Man City and it's not a risk at Liverpool? Okay, Arsenal is not a risk.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, if you're are you saying it's a risk at Liverpool? You have to have the same energy.
No, they both are.
What about United?
I think they're both a problem. I think Liverpool are in hell, and I think Man City are in hell, and one of them will go to the depths of hell next year. I genuinely believe that. One of these teams are going to the depths of hell next year. Guaranteed. One of them is having a Liverpool season. Guaranteed. One of them have to have that. There's no way both of them are going to go and compete next year. It's impossible. I'm sorry. Man City or Liverpool, one of them are going to hell. One of them. They have to.
Yeah, man, but that's what I'm saying. He's in talks for a new contract. Fabrizio said he hasn't signed it yet. Fabrizio literally said the contract has been in front of the guy since March. That's on the video. And he hasn't signed it yet. Like, so I get what you're saying. Fabrizio clearly, and I had a video about this. He said clearly that there is a contract on the table for Gavardio, and he isn't signing the contract.
Well, there you go.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, Gavardio's next contract is pretty much where you're going to spend one of the most important parts of your career. He's 24 now. He's going to be 25 next Jan. This next deal, which is going to be like a 5-year deal, is where you're going to spend.
People think that I'm speaking from an agenda. Again, I'm going to respond to you. I'm not in the know. All I do, my job is to see what Fabrizio, Ornstein, Jacobs, the Athletics, whatever said. They said, right, that players are allowed to sign contracts at World Cup. And also the contract, okay, I'm not sure if you're hearing me well. The contract has been on the table since March. There's no World Cup in March.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
That's like 4 months, bro.
When did Pep announce he was leaving, though?
May, end of May.
Maybe he was waiting to figure out. Now that Pep's leaving, now he's got a double think. Maybe he was waiting to find out if Pep's leaving, and now that he has left, now maybe he's double. I know.
I'm not saying contracts vary on many things. You're right. I'm not saying otherwise. I don't think it's got anything to do. Hold on. But guys, okay, again, everyone thinks it's an agenda.
Guys, someone on money.
It's an not everything is an agenda, guys. If Rodri being asked about the contract and he said I'm focused on the World Cup and he hasn't committed to City, if Gavardio hasn't committed, if Ruben Diaz hasn't committed, Bernardo said he's gonna go and he might go to Barcelona, right? Okay. And I'm not saying that Gavardio is leaving. I'm saying, listen, Fonzie here. Okay. Do you agree? City lose an insane amount of pull without Pep Guardiola. Is that true? Do people think that is true?
Do you know who? You know they've got a lot of people coming up to the end of their contract next year.
How many?
Phil Foden's deal's up next year.
Didn't he just sign a contract, bro? For like 300K last year?
I don't even know. No. From on Transfer Market, it says 2027. It might be wrong, but that's what it says on Transfer Market.
Okay.
Guardiola up in 28. I mean, they ain't gonna let him go. Doku up in 28. So Stones and Silva are up now.
They're gone. Stones already announced he's gone. Bernardo said that he's gone.
Interesting. I think those are two big losses, man.
And now, you know what? Can I ask you something about elite? Since we're talking about Man City, guys in the chat, and I want people to actually answer me this. You're Elite Anderson. You're Elite Anderson today. You're an English footballer, right? You play for Nottingham Forest. You got the two Manchester clubs coming for you. One is coached by Maresca. One won a lot of trophies. You're looking at City. You're seeing players aren't committed to contracts yet. You don't know who's going to play. You don't know if even Rodri is going to be there. You got Manchester United there. You got Man City there. Which one would you choose?
I'll still go Man City because I'm going to get more money probably.
No. Man United already said yesterday they are willing to match the contract offer. So you get the same money.
So you're talking about from the perspective of Elliot Anderson?
Elliot Anderson himself, he chose City. And I understand him, right? What makes up your mind? What makes up your mind about going to City or not?
I'll probably go to Man City because even without the what I was discussing, they just got better players. So I would probably just take the chance on Man City rather than Man United.
Okay. I actually would ask one question, in my opinion. Same money, I would ask who's staying. I would listen. Elliot Anderson is a big player now. That's the market dictates. He's a big player. He's an England international. He's needed. He's wanted by a lot of clubs. He would sit with City and tell them, what's the project under Maresca? Is Rodri staying? Is Diaz staying? Is Gavardio staying? Who's staying? Is Haaland staying?
But they can just lie. So I would make my decision based on what I can see with my eyeballs. And even with all those players leaving, I would still pick Man City, I'll be real.
You think even with these players leaving, Man City are ahead of Man United next season?
I would still pick Man City.
So if Rodri gone, okay, I'm going to give you one name. Rodri is gone. Elliot Anderson in, Rodri out. You would pick Man City ahead of Man United next season?
Anderson, I back myself to not be that to step into Rodri's shoes, I guess. That's what you have to do. Whether I believe that or not is a different question. But he would have to believe he can step into those.
There is no what ifs. Okay. Again, people think it's not what if. Okay,
give us a positive.
You know, sometimes I hate to explain myself to people, right? Like, wallahi, sometimes I hate to explain myself because people. Okay, let me ask you something. Do we see rumors that Saliba might sign for Real Madrid? Do we see a rumor that Gabriel doesn't want to sign a new contract? Do we see a rumor that Declan Rice wants to go? Okay, do you see a rumor that Bruno Fernandes is going from Man United? Do you see a rumor that Cunha is leaving Man United? Okay, let me now go to the other side. Do we see a rumor that Gavardio might go to Real Madrid? Yes. Do we see a rumor that Rodri might go to Real Madrid? Yes. You see, guys, you see what it's not an agenda. If there is no, like, we're not sitting every day and Fabrizio is not doing a video about Saliba signing a new contract and him being linked to Real Madrid. I'm not hearing Fabrizio saying this.
Maybe we could talk about Calafiori going to Real Madrid. I mean,
that is another one. I was going to talk about Calafiori. It's all about who are they going to get. I actually think it's between Gavardio, Calafiori, and someone else. Who's the third? It's Schlotterbeck, Calafiori, and Gavardio. So Schlotterbeck
is insane. They lose Gavardio. I think they're on a downward spiral, bro.
No, I don't think so. They got Gay, they got Diaz, they got Kuzanov.
Yeah, but if all of those players leave as well as Gavardio, that's like
I don't think that Man City are idiots, and I don't think that Man City are stupid, bro.
That's the point I'm making.
They're not stupid, bro. They're not stupid.
That would be stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like that. If all of those players leave, that would now be stupid.
I think the club is run. Listen, I respect that guy. What's his name? In the way he runs the club, Mansour, whatever his name is. Right? He's amazing. He runs the club very well. But I'm gonna repeat it again, guys. I actually don't think that people comprehend the effect of having Pep Guardiola as your coach for 10 years. People don't understand. The pull, convincing players is easier. Coming to a winning team is much easier. Like all of this stuff is ridiculous. People don't understand this. There you go. We are the best run club in the league. We're not stupid. One of the things that people don't understand, being the best run club, is 50% of it having Pep Guardiola. And no one can convince me otherwise. Bro, having Pep Guardiola at the team, right? It convinced Semenyo, Gay, Haaland, Nico Gonzalez, Matias Nunes, Nico Ait Nouri. Wallahi, people don't understand. This Pep Guardiola guy is like Alex Ferguson's name. It's like, you want to go play for Pep. You know, back in the days, people used to say Mourinho, when he used to call players, come play for me, players used to answer. You go play for Mourinho, right? You go play for Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho. You guys think that Enzo Maresca, is calling players and say, come play for me, and players are calling like, yeah, I'm going to come play for you. People sometimes, wallahi, people act stupid, and I know they know, but they act stupid. Wallah al-azim, like people act stupid. Broski, there is no manager at the league now that has that pull of like calling a player and come and play for me, bro. You're not. There's nobody. There's only Mikel Arteta, probably. There's only Mikel Arteta.
Why would you say? I'm actually curious. Why do people say Man City is like the best run club in the Premier League? Why do you not say that?
Because they won a lot.
So that's literally why you say, oh, fair enough.
Because they run a lot. They won a lot and they signed good players.
I would end it there.
And they have good deals, financial deals and stuff like this. And the club went from shit to the top of the world in 2023.
That's like me saying if me and you had a challenge to see who could end up being the fastest racer in 6 months, and I just buy all of the best things and I bought all the best coaches and you didn't. Now I was more efficient than you. Whereas the reality is, like, they're actually not the best. They're not even top 5 like best run clubs in the Prem. Like when you actually look at the metrics of what a run club is, they're not. Especially with 115 charges looming over their head from all of the bookie deals that they've done. Like, let's have it right, bro. Like, they're not. And that's the one that they've caught, by the way. And good financial deals they don't count if you did them with yourself. They don't count if you did the deals with yourself.
You know, I told people this, and people didn't believe me. I'm Arab, and I know that
you don't have a good scouting network either. This is the shit that I hate. You don't have a good scouting network. You go round, and when everyone else has a top player, you buy them. That's not having a good scouting network. There's a very big difference from having the most. It's basically the same thing that Chelsea did. You just rob everyone. Very, very big difference, bro. Very, very big difference.
Who's the only unknown name that City got that had, and then became like a good player? Julian Alvarez is the only one. Who's the other player that City had?
Julian Alvarez was highly rated.
In Argentina, he was like similar to Lautaro, less than Lautaro.
But we wanted him as well. Loads of people wanted Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, but it was
wanted him. Barcelona wanted him. Man City, all the top clubs wanted Julian Alvarez.
Who's City scouted? Bernardo.
But we're not. Have shame immediately. But not you. Man City scouted Bernardo Silva. Brilliant, fantastic. Unbelievable scouting. Way to find a gem where no one else saw it. Brilliant. Well done, bro. Fernandinho. See, this is the shit I hate. Turkey. Brilliant. This is the shit that I hate, bro. People are going to tell me that they're unbelievable scouts. You're not unbelievable scouts. You just bought all of the best players, bro. Let's have shame. You just have take money away from City. You're still where you are. You didn't get there through ops. You got there through money.
You spent money. Arsenal spent a lot of money.
And look at where we are.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the point. And also, in terms of how, by the metrics of a well-run club, Arsenal are top 5. Just so we're clear, by the way. Just so we're clear. By the metrics of how a well-run club is, please do your own research. We are literally top 5. We are literally top 5. Literally top 5. Just so we're clear.
What about Liverpool, though?
They are also up there. They have, by the
No. What about Liverpool in terms of like the team, though? Like, I'm thinking, you know me all the time, like, I'm going to step on your neck when it comes to December, and Liverpool are up there with Arsenal.
I've come across a little Sam Clipmo, you know. I've stumbled upon a gem.
Send it to me now. Send it to me now. Now on WhatsApp. Now.
I have to get it from the people in my Discord. But I'm gonna find it today. But I was showing it earlier. I'm gonna send it to you though. I'm gonna send it to you. It's in the stream. It's very interesting, man, because I think that again, they're another one whose squad has a lot of question marks on what are you gonna do next year? And I see these Nunes links, yeah.
Then he's not coming. He's not going.
But let's just use him as an example, though. Let's just use him as an example. People saying that's a bad signing. I think that would have been an unbelievable signing. I'll tell you why. You have Ekitike out to 2027. You don't need to buy a striker. You need someone that can just hold down the fort as a backup until you have two strikers available. So you don't want to go out there and buy a striker that you're gonna have to keep for 6 years. You just need someone to just hold the fort down, really, as well as his play style suits this by what everyone else is saying. I don't, if I'm honest, I don't really know enough to give you a full-on opinion, but everyone says he is a rock and roll Klopp-esque manager. Yeah. He's a rock and roll Klopp-esque manager. So I'm just going off what you man tell me in it, because I haven't watched Bournemouth enough to tell you this about this rock and rollness in it. And Nunes is a rock and roll striker. He runs a bunch. His conversion rate needs to be spoken about, but at the same time, he fits the bill.
Can I speak to Liverpool fans? I want to just say something about this rock and roll football. Speaking of football, Paz knows a lot of ball, right? So let's talk about that rock and roll football. All right? And I'm not going to talk about Jurgen Klopp. I'm talking about Iraola. People tell me, we love, he's like the DNA of the club, you know, Iraola's coming to Liverpool. And I'm like, Iraola is a very good coach. But you watch Iraola most of the time against the big teams, where he's on the back foot a little bit. What I mean by the back foot, he has spaces to run into. And the people that know what I'm talking about, there is a picking order. There is a food chain in the league. When Bournemouth play against West Ham, Bournemouth are on West Ham's neck. When Bournemouth play against Burnley, they are on West Ham's neck. When Bournemouth play Arsenal, they aren't most of the game. Arsenal have the ball. When Bournemouth play City, most of the time. You watch Iraola and you see like he's playing City. Oh my God. Couple of passes, rock and roll football on the counter attack. And yeah, because City have like fucking committed 8 players ahead of their halfway line. So one ball, one, 2, and you have 4 on 3, right? Look at his great passing abilities. Well, let me tell you something, which is Arsenal face this shit, City face this shit. When you are coaching Liverpool, you won't have that spaces because teams aren't committing 8 players ahead of the halfway line. So you will have to find different avenues, which is crosses, shots from outside, set pieces, dribbling in tight spaces, technical ability in between 2 players and all the stuff. I actually think Iraola, when I watch him, sometimes with the Bournemouth games, he's a coach that likes slow build-up when he has the ball. He did it multiple times. Senesi to Jimenez, it goes back. They keep it's called recycling the ball all the time. That's why I think someone like Nunes wouldn't suit you. Like Nunes is like a maniac, like likes to run it like 50 yards. He's a maniac.
Yeah, but this is the issue. Now you need to close the gap between what everyone's told me and what you're saying. Because those are 2 different. I
don't care what people tell you. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but I hear that.
Yeah, so they tell me Jurgen Klopp. They tell me Jurgen Klopp rock and roll football. I'm like, motherfucker, average 72% ball position in his career at Liverpool. Are you not
issue
watching
is-
rock and roll football?
People think I'm bantering. I genuinely did not watch enough Bournemouth to say how Iraola plays. So
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing called rock. I don't know what rock and roll football. There is nothing called rock and roll football in the
But
world.
they
Like,
told me it was rock and roll.
I don't know what is that. Can someone explain what is rock and roll football? What does that even mean? What is that? What is that? Is it high pressing? Is it high line? That's, by the way, basically Arsenal do that. City do this. It's not different. Is it back and forth? Well, no top team in the world play back and forth, by the way, because no, with all due respect, lower teams than your clubs, which is the Arsenals, same as the Inter in the league. No one comes to Inter and play us in the San Siro and commit 7 players. They fucking sit back like good boys and they try to defend. That's what you do against top clubs. Like, you sit back like a good boy. Because if you try to press, you lose. Fucking Como with Fabregas tried to press Inter, shift fucking 5. 5-0. Right? Like, you try, like a good boy, you sit back. Right? You sit back. So at Liverpool, like, teams don't go and press City most of the time. So that's rock and roll football. It's like, well, what the fuck is that? What does that even mean?
Interesting.
Before you say rock and roll, do you even know what rock and roll football is?
Can I ask you a question? I would.
Yes.
Well, if you're saying, I know what Klopp used to do.
Tell me.
The basics of Klopp is front, back, and forwards. That's always what it's been. Front, back, forwards, and then around that,
what does that mean?
Front, back, and forwards is Firmino, Wijnaldum, Henderson, or Fabinho, Mane or Salah, and off we fucking go. That has always been the basis of how Liverpool start their attacks. For me, the rock and roll comes from the intensity of that, which is the intensity off the ball and how they do things on the ball. Like, if you're going to make it basic, that is what Klopp style of ball. Whether you want to call that rock and roll or not, that's up to you. But at the same time, I think people are calling rock and roll is genuinely just Liverpool having an extremely athletic team and doing things at a high tempo because everyone in the team is athletic. So for me, like, this rock and roll stuff it's just like a fun.
This is what I think the difference between Liverpool and City, and maybe you can correct me, but let me give you my idea of Liverpool and City. Okay? Liverpool with Salah, Mane, Firmino, and these guys, the difference is they used to pass the ball a lot, and then they used to take a lot of fucking risks. What I mean, Mane gets the ball, he's trying to dribble a couple of guys. Salah gets the ball, he's trying to make things happen on his own. They cross a lot. They play a lot of diagonals, right? And then when they lose the ball, they press right away. First 5 seconds, they get the ball back. And then it keeps happening and happening and happening again, right?
So having a high tempo play style.
That's it. It's like you press, and then you get it to Salah. City, on the other hand, don't take a lot of risks. It goes to the winger. It comes back to the midfield. It goes back to the other side. Until they find the opening.
Are you referring to Pep's Man City?
That three.
But they're a free flowing, attacking,
3-4 years ago,
risk-taking football team.
No, they aren't. That's this season.
But that's what everyone
That's this season.
But everyone's telling me Pep is a free flowing.
City was one of the most boring. Yeah, I mean, they even finally Judge Mo was correct 4 years later on YouTube, and now people are admitting that City were boring to watch. If
Pep
I'm watching, guys, how can it be amazing if I see corners being passed, other side, pass. Guys, that is position-based football. Tiki-taka, whatever thing, right?
That's called
whatever
glazing.
thing.
That's what it is. It's glazed because people liked Iniesta, they liked Messi, they liked all these players were likable. And
Can we not go to Barcelona?
No, but I'm talking about but that's where it's come from. This Pep likable stuff is the opposition was Mourinho and Real Madrid, 2 of the most unlikable people on the planet. So now that glaze has followed him to Man City, and now.
But it's but you know how hard is it to keep position for the majority of the time.
That's irrelevant, though. That's irrelevant.
But you played football. I tried to do this multiple times, and I failed.
But most of the time, is it boring? Not is it difficult?
It's boring. It's boring as fuck.
That's the point.
Swear to God. Well, let me tell you a story. We played 5-a-side game, right? That is 15 years ago in Egypt, in a Ramadan tournament in Egypt, right? I didn't have great players. At that time, I was so fucking fit, right? I still played and I was so fucking fit. Basically, I was the best player. It's the company, right? I taught the guys, right, literally, to use the goalkeeper as the extra player in 5-a-side. We used to kill the shit out of the game for the majority of the game. We have the ball all the time. That's it. We're passing the ball, right? And it was so fucking boring that people told us you are the most boring team in this tournament because you have the ball all the time. And every time they tried to press the goalkeeper, we created the extra man, which was myself. And then I get the ball and then I used to score, right? In 5-a-side. Basically, the whole point is you got the extra man and you pass the ball until you fucking kill everyone from boredom.
But it's still...
It's boring. It's boring as fuck. No, I played that brand. It's boring.
But here's where the contrast is people will say, oh, because Arteta is obsessed with control. In fact, I'm doing that Arsenal thing where I make it Arsenal, but everyone else does it, so I'm doing it as well. Everyone will tell me Arteta's boring, but Pep is exciting. That's
same shit.
Spanish football is boring.
2010, one of the worst World Cups I've ever seen in my life.
I'd even put it this far: any football that is mainly based around tactics and technical ability is the most boring version of football. Facts. When it becomes more about instincts and athleticism, that is the most entertaining version of the game. Anything that's too tactical and technical is the most boring version of this game as an entertainment product. Fact. And Pep's whole life is based around technical ability and tactics. So it's going to be boring, and so is Arteta. That's the reality. So the reality is both of them are boring. That's all. That's my only point. They're both boring, but they both won. So you can't get onto any of them. Big up Arteta for winning finally.
For the people that don't understand, why would I want to watch a team that has 4 defenders and 6 midfielders pass the ball around for 90 minutes? How is that entertaining to me? Like, how is that entertaining to me?
Because they watch the highlights. It's because they watch the highlights. And nostalgia makes you remember the highlights of it. When you think about Barcelona, you don't think about Xavi and Busquets. In fact,
130 passes.
Okay, right. It's PK and Busquets sitting back there, just passing it side to side. Your memory doesn't tell you about that. It just tells you when Messi took it over Busquets and dribbled past 30 people. That's what you remember. You don't remember all of the fuckery that he did for 90% of the game. Like, let's have it right, bro.
I used to say that, and people used to call me like I'm deluded. I'm like, yeah, they used to, because the whole plan.
If I go back and watch the highlights, it's mad.
The whole plan, the whole plan of Barcelona, guys, is pass the ball 1,000 times until we get Messi 3-5 yards and then passing the ball.
Do you know what they're counting on? Remember when Ramsdale did that interview where it's like, I can't concentrate for 90 minutes straight. I promise you, they will score from some man just falling asleep. I'm telling you, there's times where Barcelona scored from people just switching off because they're so fucking bored and they're sick of going side to side.
Anyway, back to Liverpool. So Iraola, Liverpool, guys. Back to Liverpool. Guys, hit that damn like. Got 700 people now. Get the damn like. Liverpool. Bro. I don't know. I got a lot of fucking questions about Liverpool and the players they have, bro. Now, Sam is like...
But there's a reason.
It's not only him. It's like... It's not only him. Me and you were in the chat with that Liverpool... Oh. The other day when they were talking about winning, like we're gonna do this, I'm like, it's
good.
Am I deluded? Wallah, I think Liverpool fans, am I deluded to think that you need a lot of shit? You need a lot of stuff, a lot.
Like we need a left winger. They need 2 of them. You know what I mean? We need 1. They need 2.
Like guys. No right winger whatsoever. Like none.
They should come and get.
You're right way. But God, I'm gonna tell you something that is scary, guys. Liverpool's right side that should be consistent with at least 5 players have 1. Okay, every team has 5 players on each side. 2, and maybe 1 extra that can play, right? They have 1. It's only Frimpong. The guy's ACL. Conor Bradley.
When does Conor Bradley come back?
They said earlier than 2027.
So,
Like, I want to tell you guys,
this-
Arsenal right side consists of Ben White, Timber, Madueke, Ben White, Madueke, Saka, and sometimes Mosquera. Liverpool have Frimpong. Guys, there's the whole side that has one player. Just one. And Gomez. And Gomez. And Gomez.
They need a lot of They need a lot of signings. And when the only team that's ever made
endowment.
Is us.
Endowment. And then, like, people, Liverpool fans that think I'm deluded.
Now.
Liverpool fans that think I'm deluded. So you want me to sit at a team today and suppose like fits in?
Paul, that comment made me laugh. Away we go. He said it's
well, like Timber isn't, but Timber doesn't have ACL. Timber is not injured. He played the World Cup.
I'm buzzing. He's missing out on the World Cup. I'll be real, because he needs to.
Did he leave the World Cup?
Yeah, he's completely missed out. He didn't get fit.
Okay. So is he a long-term injury?
No. He just missed the deadline. Like he'll be fit in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Which I'm buzzing about, because we got too many players doing too much. We need some people need to sit down, bro. Somebody needs to sit down, because our team there's too much miles in them legs.
Iraola is gonna get 300 mil and walk the league.
300 mil is not enough. Let's talk about it.
Based on the prices that would happen now, is not enough.
Not enough. 2 left wingers, a DM.
No. They don't need a left winger whatsoever. 0.
I know it. See, he's about to troll.
لا والله لا والله العظيم والله العظيم. والله no. يا عمي no. I will tell you when I'm trolling. Currently, as it stands, they have Gakpo and Rio, which should be decent enough to get top 5. What is wrong with you? Why is he laughing?
All right, first of all, here's where I'm going to disagree.
No, wallah, you won the league with fucking Trossard and Martinelli. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, hold on. Look, see, why are you lashing out? Why are you lashing out for? Just calm down a bit. Calm down a second.
Don't laugh.
First of all, their goal is not top 5. They're talking about winning the league.
No, they aren't winning the damn league, bro. They aren't winning the damn league. That's Osame's target.
Mo, hold on. If you ask any Liverpool fan what they want to do next year, they're not going to tell you 5th. They're not going to do that. Let's have Shane. Yeah, so we're talking about challenge for the league, which means 3rd minimum. Yeah, cool. To challenge for the league, Gakpo and Rio is a piss take, first of all. One of them 17. Let's have some shame, yeah? On the right side, you now need 2 right wingers because you have no right wingers, yeah? Then you need a right back to go with Frimpong, and unless you're just going to ride out Frimpong and hope that that works itself out. Then let's just say you keep Tsimikas. Then you need 2 midfielders. We're at 6 signings. That's 50 mil per signing. Just so we're clear. 6 signings, and that's me being nice. That's me being very, very nice. That's not me talking about getting a striker to just a temporary striker. That's not talking about me getting you a centre back, which you need because Konate is gone. I'm saying 2 midfielders, 2 right.
No. They have Jake and Leone.
You cannot go.
Oh shit, Leone has ACL as well.
And you got Joe Gomez. They need about 9 man, bro. If we're actually being realistic, they need that 9 man. 300 mil is not enough. 300 mil is not enough. It's not. Unless you're going to count Harvey Elliott as one of them centre mids. Do your thing. But that's not challenging. I'll tell you that for free. That's free of charge. I'm going to give you that information for free. You don't even have to pay. I don't even need a super chat.
Well, I'm getting an email from Crystal Palace. Oh, fuck.
300 mil is not enough. It's not enough. It isn't.
Alisson, Van Dijk, Jake. They need a right back. Kirkes is good. So they need 1. As of now, they need 1 starter, right back. In the middle, I think suppose like Gravenberch work with Wirtz in Iraola's system. You got McAllister. They got McAllister and Harvey Elliott. Up top, they got Isak, Gakpo, Rio. That's about it.
Have some respect. I can't lie, yeah. This is very unlike Liverpool.
This dead Liverpool came to your ground and dominated the shit out of you.
And we won the league. And
they didn't win that game.
They didn't win that game. They did not dominate the shit out of us. because we dominated the shit out of you. That's what dominating the shit looks like. Like when we linked you lot and we packed you lot in 3-1. So be careful what game you're trying to play on.
What does this have to do with me? I'm talking about that Liverpool team.
You tried it. Don't try it. Because we packed you.
I've spoken about Liverpool.
Okay, just be careful.
Why are you know what? Why you're mentioning Inter? Now I'm talking about Liverpool.
Yeah, but why are you talking about Arsenal then?
Yeah, because you're in the same fucking damn league.
Okay, we were in the same
league. What is wrong with you?
Was in the same league as you, Champions League.
And you won against us.
Yeah, and we fucked
and you won against us.
And we dominated the shit out of you. Say that. I like the way
you didn't dominate. You didn't dominate.
No, we dominated the shit.
You dominated. Like, you even third goal came from a counter attack.
Say that again. Say that again. Say it again. Say dominate.
You won. You won.
We dominated the shit out of you.
What a Champions League for us.
What a Premier League for Arsenal.
Okay. JT saying the signature Mo rock and roll football gesture, rock and roll. You know, like every time I speak to Liverpool fans, they're like, you know that rock and roll football that we play, and I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Arteta is boring, but Pep is just as boring. Fair enough, Fonzie. That's exactly what it is.
Facts. I'm not telling you Arteta's not boring, bro. I'm just telling you Pep is too. That's it. I'm not telling you Arteta's like this exhilarating, risky manager. I'm not a fraud. I don't try.
I know, Redline Taranga, you're concerned. Tell that to your boy Hussam, who every time we have a show with him, he sits back and say, well, I have 5% of winning the league, but I am ahead of this team and that team. Everyone assumes
people in charge of football at Liverpool have had an absolute stinker, I'll be real. By the way, the team that we beat Inter with is an absolute joke, by the way, if anyone remembers it.
What is this?
We beat you with no Gabriel. We beat you with no Rice. No, the team we played against you is bare crap. We beat you with a bag of shit. Nah, you man need to get some shit. Nah, have you seen the team we beat? The team we beat them with, yeah. Timber, Saliba, Mosquera, Lewis Skelly.
We played that Sherby, bro. We played Luis Enrique, bro. We played Susic.
That's who we played.
We played the three players. We rested 3 players. We rested 3 players.
We played you with Marino, Superman.
We rested 3 players. We rested 3 players. You had
our best. We played Gabby Jesus and he packed the brace.
Gabby Jesus is more expensive than all the players we have. Don't talk.
Gabby Jesus is more expensive than the Toro Martinez.
100%. You bought him more than us. You spent 45 million. You spent 45 million.
This is you said DeMarco is world class, by the way, as well.
He played a very good game.
Yeah. Well, I fucking didn't see it.
He played a very good game in the game.
Bastoni, Akanji, Acerbi, Barella, Zielinski, bro. This is a good fucking team you put out.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's among your best teams.
It's not bad. No, it's not. But it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say it's bad. But I think one of the reasons we lost is that motherfucker that's called that Cherby, that 55 years old motherfucker.
You've called half of these players bums. Half of the players you played against, you called them bums. You called Trossard. You think Trossard's a bum. You think Jesus is a bum. You think we should sell him. You just called Marino a bum a second ago. You think Lewis Skelly's not a left back.
Marino didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game.
Irrelevant. We still beat you 3-1.
Yeah, because you have set pieces.
Man said we have set.
We didn't have set pieces.
So just to confirm,
we have set pieces. I don't have set pieces. What a Champions League for Arsenal. What a Champions League for Arsenal. You won the Champions League, then great. Top of the Champions League, you reached the final. What a Champions League for you.
Can I ask you a question? Would Mosquera start at Inter Milan? Yes, he fucking would because he started against you and he won 3-1. Just to help you out there. Yes, he would start.
No.
Every player that was in the bro, furthermore,
that's not true. But that's not true. But that okay. See, now you're going to the shithousery. Inter beat you last season. It doesn't mean that every player at Inter will start for Arsenal. Still, there's a lot of players that wouldn't start for you.
Nah, would you take Gabby Jesus?
Bro, we beat you last season. We rested 6 players. It doesn't mean that our bench would start for you last season. So don't. Would
you take Martinelli? Would you take Martinelli? And would you take?
I don't take Martinelli. No.
Would you take Gabby Jesus?
I would 100%. I would take Gabby. I don't think he's a bad player.
I think he's a great player.
I think in two striker. I think in 2 striker formation he would work very well.
I think
in the Italian league, the physicality isn't the same. I actually think in a 2 striker formation, most of the games that Inter play will play in the front foot. I think Gabby Jesus would be very good for us. Very good for us.
He works at Arsenal. He just can't stay fit. He works at Arsenal. If Gabby
the problem with him is there is no continuation. There is no continuation.
No, I'll be real. If Gabby Jesus was fit, I'd want to keep him. I'd be so real.
I hear you. You know, I think Trossard works. Because I think Trossard in a 2 striker formation would actually do well.
As a striker.
As a second striker would do well. Come from the left to the right to the wingers. I think it would do well. I don't think he would do bad. I think Trossard's the problem with Trossard for me is that sometimes he plays like a 50 years old and sometimes he plays like a 25 years old. And I'm like, which one are you? Sometimes I see a very more energetic player, and then sometimes I feel like a slower player that is slow in making decisions. And I'm like, which one are you? Anyway. What? Moving on from this. I want to ask you something about Arsenal, going back to the Vini stuff. A lot of people, there is the video on AFTV about an Mbappe signing for Arsenal. Don't you think that these signings would ruin the chemistry of the team?
No, I think we have room for 1 passenger. And the reason I say that is we defend in a 4-4-2. One of the midfielders shuffle over and do that job. If you can get me 38, if you can get me 30 GA, my 10 better shuffle over and cover that left back. If we get Mbappe as a shuffle over.
No. Vini on the left. I don't think Mbappe is even there. I think it's Vini.
Cool, let's say Vini. If we have a midfield of Odegaard, Lewis Skelly, and Rice, for example, one of you lot shuffle over and cover that. If this guy's going to get us 30 GA, 4-4-2 guys, cover that left side. And I think if you take a Declan,
I don't like Vini. I think he's one of the most overrated players in the history of the sport.
Let's not even say Vini. Let's just say player X. If player X,
who is player X?
Fucking Vini, bruv.
What do you mean level? There's player X Morgan Rogers and there's player X Mbappe and there's player X Mbappe.
But I was about to stand but you cut into me. I'm saying if player X comes into Arsenal and everyone agrees this guy can get me 30 GA, I think the other players will say, I'm going to get 30 G out of this guy. I'm willing to do some of your running. I'm willing to
like Salah last season,
Yes. And if someone says I'm going to get you 30 GA, we can defend in a 4-4-2 and one of the midfield can shuffle over and he can press in the front to you, which is way less energy expenditure. So for me, we have room for a passenger. I wouldn't say we have room for 3 passengers, but I think we have room for 1 passenger at least, for sure. Why can't we figure that out? Why not? When there's players like if you're up front for us, you're not doing that much. Havertz and Odegaard are good pressers, but it's more like organizing space, and they're good at that. But I don't think it's about like necessarily ultra dog work. I think we've got room for a passenger personally. If you can give me 30 GA, give me it.
I think if you're gonna spend money on Vini, you go spend the money on someone that is better, in my opinion, than Vinicius Júnior, which is Kvaratskhelia, or someone that works harder than him. Right?
None of this title is true.
Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you can learn something from me. Call me for some lessons about how to do YouTube titles. Maybe. Call me, bro. I'll teach you something.
Oh man, bro. I don't know. I think there's it's a limited market, and it's up to Arteta and Berta to figure that shit out. But for 30 GA, give me it. Give me that.
Yeah, right, pal. Pal.
You saying he's all right, pal?
All right. All right, kid.
For fuck's sake.
Anyway, Manchester United, though. Romero Rio has been shut down already. Why? Maguire is leaving.
That's a good sign.
And by the way, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I think Romero is not a bad defender. I just think he's Argentinian.
I think he'll be good for Manchester United.
I think he's Argentinian.
Do you think that's a bad signing?
No, it's a good signing. Very good signing.
I genuinely think that's a good signing.
I just think that...
For anyone, by the way.
It's not racist, right? Being Argentinian isn't a race, right? It's... Okay. Argentinian defenders, most of them are not focused on the game 100%. It's with Otamendi, Gabriel Heinze, it's Ayala, it's Romero, it's Lisandro Martinez. You know, it's all these people. They aren't 100% focused on the game. There is 15-20% of their concentration is focused on hurting the opposition. And I mean violently injuring the opposition. And it's unintentional thing. I'm telling you from now, it is unintentional thing. Because you're not gonna tell me that all of them has that characteristic in them, and it's not something related to you being in the youth teams, tackling people and jumping 2-footed into tackles. You're not gonna tell me that since Ayala, for older people that watch Ayala back in the days, play football, that there is 20% of the player would leave the stud up when they fall down, would stamp on someone's ankle when the referee is not fucking watching, would kick someone's Achilles when the linesman is not watching, leave you stud up. Broski, Romero left his stud up against his teammate Enzo Fernandez.
I think that's a bit of a South American thing as a whole, really, I'll be honest.
Not everywhere.
They all have that passion gene that sometimes goes a bit too far.
The problem with Argentinian defenders, it goes too far. I think it goes too far.
They are a bit extra. Traditionally, they are a bit extra.
Otamendi, what are you doing, bro?
Big up Gabriel Heinze, my coach.
Yeah, Gabriel Heinze used to be the same. Most of them. By the way, Walter Samuel at Inter used to be the same shit.
Wait, didn't Heinze used to play for you, no?
No. Man United, bro.
So I thought he played for someone
Real Madrid. He played for Real Madrid. Man United.
He didn't play for anyone in Serie A, no?
I don't think he played for us. Unless I'm forgetting something.
No, you're probably right, but I'm sure he played in Serie A.
I don't think he played for us. Unless I'm missing something. No, he didn't. Roma. He played for Roma. He played for Roma, not us. He plays for he's a Man United legend.
Mum said he's a Man United legend.
Man United legend, bro.
Don't buy it at that touch. Don't buy it, bro. Do not buy it at that. Do not. This is what I
twerk accusers normally twerk accusers now. I don't know. Bro, it's not working. Play 38-0 right now. I want to see something. Hashtag relegation.
I promise you he's not going to be good at it. Yeah, I will do, Gabby. I will do. Wait, what's it called? Hold on. Let me go up to your comment. Hold on.
My loves mentioning us. Where do you see Man United in comparison with Liverpool and Chelsea before we move on from that? Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City.
It's hard to see because I feel like you need to see.
Their targets are straightforward. 3 midfielders, you're leaving up top 1, a backup striker, and maybe a left winger, and that's about it. So
I would say they all want the same thing from next year. That's what I would say. I think they all want the same thing from next year. I don't think they have different targets in terms of what they want to achieve. So I think they're all in the same sphere. I just think some look a bit better than others, but they all have this. They all have different question marks. You don't want the league, bruv. Concentrate, please. I beg. Man United are not. Bro. Man United, bro. If Carrick doesn't win the league, he's not getting fired. Carrick, bro. Realistically, Carrick. In fact, I'd even disagree. In fact, let me disagree with myself. I think Man United will be looking to steady the ship. I think Liverpool will be looking to steady the ship. I'm not sure Man City are looking to steady the ship. I think Man City will be looking to challenge.
I think Man City will looking to win the league, not only challenge. If Man City don't win the league for the best run club in the country for 3 years in a row, that's kind of like on the highest wage build though. On the highest wage build, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is kind of like, you know what?
What's the same with Arteta? I don't get it.
What is that?
Man United do not have the same goals as Arsenal, bro. You don't. You're not in the same league. You're not.
Arsenal looking to win the Champions League and the Premier League, bro. You're not looking for this.
We're not the same. Like, we're not even looking at the same players, bro. Come on, man. Concentrate, please, man. There's separation.
That's why the problem is.
I will be holding.
You know, the problem is when I say that Arsenal are outright favorites, educated guess, I'm glazing. Okay, but who else?
Favorite is going to be who won it last year, even though
who else
retains it.
Especially if they strengthen and the opposition's lost, like the league just lost the best coach in the league, and Pep Guardiola. So he's just gone. So I'm just supposed to have the same expectations, same prediction for City. I think that's stupid.
I feel like
that is stupid. It's stupid if I sit here and say that Man City are favorites.
Once this window closes, I think will be a lot. Like, for example, I feel like making a prediction now. By the end of the window, your prediction could be completely different. Like,
it doesn't matter. No.
I think it can be.
No. Regardless of what happened in this window, Arsenal are outright favorites. I'm going to tell you something.
Okay. I wasn't referring to the favorites.
So let me give you a scenario, because a lot of people say, if Man City sign Ndiaye, they keep Rodri, they keep Gavardio, and they sign Elliot Anderson, and Arsenal only sign one player, I'm going to give you the lowest signing. Gibbs White. Just one. Arsenal still favorites. And am I wrong to say this?
It wouldn't be unanimous, though. But it would be fair to say.
But it's fair to say that.
It's fair to say, but it wouldn't be unanimous.
Who's Maresca's a good coach, but who's Maresca? Why?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be unanimous, though. If we go out and have a proper window, then I think it'll be more unanimous and more people would say that. But if we just go and give Gibbs White, I think a lot of people would.
Why do people assume that Maresca come in and does the same as Pep?
Yeah, but loads of people would back, bro. Some people would fucking back Man United, like, touchline, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? So again, like, it's a bit different, ain't it?
Okay, let me give you a window for Man United. A left winger, I don't know who the left winger is. It's not Barcola. Ederson, Matias Fernandez, and I don't know who, another player. They get Lewis Hall, okay? Are Man United the head of Arsenal? In the picking order?
No.
Okay. Man City
but if you're talking about the general consensus, some people might, I don't know.
It's an educated guess. That Arsenal, who won the league, has the best manager, has the deepest squad currently. If they sign one player up front, it doesn't, unless City go and sign Kylian Mbappe or and Michael Olise, like Ndiaye coming in, would he even start over Doku tomorrow? No, he wouldn't. So Man City, okay, so let me tell you guys something. Man City has the best team as has the same team as last season, downgraded in the coach. They will go ahead of Arsenal. How?
Yeah.
How is that logical, though? I'm not saying that they can't win it. Here's the difference. I'm not saying they can't win it.
Considering what people think.
How can I put them ahead?
Yeah, but you're thinking about you, but I'm
talking logical. I'm talking about everybody should think like that.
But hold on. You're not considering what someone else's opinion of Arsenal would be. So if someone else's
tell me.
is fucking Arsenal can't attack, their shit, they can't score goals, and they're relying on set pieces, and then they've convinced and new rules are coming in, and the set pieces are gone now, and I'm going to score no set pieces, then their opinion could be like, cool, they're fucked next year. And then they will think, cool, now I think Man United are a bit ahead of them because they can score. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like someone else is...
If someone tells me, okay, you know what? if someone tells me their logic, I will discuss it. Like, what is if play a devil's advocate? If that is your opinion, you're playing devil's advocate, and that is your opinion. Set pieces are gone, and Man United are moving ahead of Arsenal. Is Carrick a better coach than Arsenal than Mikel Arteta? Logically, I'm gonna ask you if you're a Man United fan.
I would say I would hope a Man United fan would say there's no proof to suggest.
So the logical Man United fan would say no, right? Like no.
I would hope so.
Otherwise, they're deluded.
I would think so.
They're idiots. If anyone sits here and says that Michael Carrick on paper is better than Arteta, is stupid. He's an idiot.
To suggest that.
If Man United get Lewis Hall, is their defense close to Arsenal? No. Their midfield is maybe good because of Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mino.
The only thing they wouldn't argue is defense. I think they would think they got a better midfield and a better attack. Because most people don't rate our midfield or our attack.
Attack, I hear it. The attack, I hear it.
Midfield included. Most people don't even rate our manager, let alone our midfield or our attack.
No, I would.
It wouldn't surprise me if I heard someone say
the attack. Currently, the attack, maybe I'd say Bruno, Sesko.
Yeah, but if someone said, "Oh, I'm a Man United fan," Carrick had a better second half of the season since Carrick's been in the league. He's got more points than Arteta. My midfield's better. My attack's better. I think we're going to finish with Arsenal. There is some form of logic in there. It just shows that you're nitpicking at things that support your narrative.
The midfield might be comparable, but also, by the way, the midfield might be comparable. But how is it comparable? Currently, as it stands, you have Ederson, Mane, and Bruno Fernandes.
They think Bruno is the best
fair. But
they think Mane is the best up and coming talent in midfield.
I love Mane. I think he's generational talent. I love Kobe Mane.
Cool. Now we're talking about 2 generations.
Yeah, but it's only 2. You played 60 games. Yeah, Habibi, Paz, you played 60 games. Man United next season aren't going to play 38 games or 40 games.
But now you're talking about a fact that doesn't suit their narrative. So I'm telling you that their logic will be based on them handpicking facts that suit the narrative that's in their head. The same way everyone does that a little bit. Some people do it more than others. So the point I'm making here is I wouldn't be surprised to hear a Man United fan list those things and say, I think we're going to finish with Arsenal because of all of these reasons. Because there is technically logic to back it up. That technically there is. Like there is some logic. Logic is just having a fact at the basis of your opinion. It doesn't matter whether you've taken all the facts in. Logic is just having some form of factual basis to what you're saying. And I think it's a fact that Carrick has got more points in the second half of this since he's been manager.
Yes.
So again, that is a fact, which means you can now, there is a stream of logic from that.
No touchline, no.
But yeah, again, I just wouldn't be.
I will do a 1-on-1 with you, touchline, just me and you on the channel, broski. I promise you this.
He's gonna come in and you two are just gonna start shouting. Garrett, you man are gonna fight. Garrett.
He's not gonna shout.
You man are gonna fight.
I'll kick him with the stream and I'll do one myself. I'll do 1-on-none. Instead of 1-on-1.
I want a notey when that stream happens, because that is gonna be comedy. When Mo and touchline is fucking comedy.
It's gonna be not 1-on-1, it's gonna be 1-on-none. You know what I mean? Once you start shouting, it's a 1-on-none.
I'm gonna watch that. That is gonna be jokes.
Judge Mo, Mikel Arteta is an average manager who bought the PG Mall title like Celtic.
Do you see what I mean?
He's not a good coach, actually.
Yeah, do you see what I mean, though? Like, people will take whatever narrative they want.
I don't think he's a good coach. He can't coach an attack. And players go backwards. Can't set up a team.
Do you know though, Mo? Yeah, like if you pick an idea that you want to believe,
I'll take Maresca over him. I'll take Carrick over him.
You can work backwards and create logic from that. I promise you. Let's say I want to believe that Bournemouth are going to win the league. I can take that, find facts that support that, just work backwards, and now I've got a logical opinion technically. And that's what most people do. Like when they say Arsenal on the PGMO title, like for them, that works for them. That helps them sleep, and I hear it.
What is your agenda? So I can discuss it then. You okay. Be brave, HM, and put your comment. No super chat, nothing. Just be brave and tell me what you think. Be a man. Be a man and put what you think. And we can discuss it.
Yeah, but I'm open to any stream of logic.
You're a Chelsea fan. You're a Chelsea fan. Tell me. Be a man and put.
Let's go, HM.
Make the argument. Like, make me an argument so I can discuss it.
People called him out for mainly generational talent.
He's a great talent.
But whoa. Don't worry, chat, I got you. That is not generational.
I explain that. People take... Okay, so let me explain that because you weren't on the stream.
Oh.
I actually think that Kobbie Mainoo is a generational English talent, and I said it a lot of times. In this generation...
What is he, generational talent or generational English talent? Or
English talent. Like, for me, he's not Pedri, right? But I think Kobbie Mainoo, when he came to the picture under Erik ten Hag the first time, in 23-24 season, when I saw him in the summer, and he played the first half of the season, I actually did not believe that there is an 18-year-old kid that is that confident and that composed on the ball that can actually play like this in an unstable environment like Man United. My problem with what happened with him is the environment is unstable for him to develop. That's why I begged for him to leave Manchester United. And I said, if this guy goes in a stable environment, he would have absolutely killed it. Again.
I'm just not... I feel like a lot of those talents...
You don't think that Kobbie Mainoo is as a DM?
I disagree with the fact that where people say like, oh, these talents are better in a stable environment. A lot of these talents come out of unstable environments.
But the first team is very unstable. Ten Hag, Amorim, Carrick, like Ten Hag, Amorim, Carrick. The youth team, you're up and down. I know how it works in the youth teams. You are half the year in the first team, and then you get dropped to play under 21s, and it's unstable.
But he wasn't.
But once he went to the first team, he was benched. He had injuries. The club was distraught. I believe that he's a great player. I believe if Kobbie Mainoo was coached under Pep Guardiola or something, or Mikel Arteta Arsenal, he would have been ridiculously amazing. People have spoken about differently. Maybe I rate him.
I think Miles Skelly's
more than him. I don't think so. I think Kobbie Mainoo is better.
I think in 5 years you're going to see you had a better career.
I actually think it's the club makes a big difference in. If Kobbie Mainoo was at Arsenal, he would have started over Zubimendi, in my opinion.
Nah.
I think so. Maybe that. I think he's very talented, Kobbie Mainoo. Guys, can we get the like? Can we get the likes up?
Is a 10 that got moved backwards, so he looks really good on the ball because he is good on the ball.
He's very good on the ball.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you take a 10 and you move him backwards. He's gonna look very good.
Come on, he looks so composed on the fucking ball. At the DM, bro, he looks so fucking composed, bro.
But if you take any actual 10, which is a difficult thing to be, this is not me telling you that Kobbie Mainoo is a bum. Just so we're clear, I'm saying Kobbie Mainoo is basically a 10. He basically grew up being a forward. If you now drop that motherfucker and put him in centre mid, he was actually a striker, even better, even more to my point. So the point I'm making here is, you now drop him and put him in more space. What do you think he's gonna look like?
Yeah, but he does other things like creating angles and doing stuff like this, and it requires creating the angles for knowing where to stand for the fullback and the centre back when they get pressured, and creating the angle for your teammate. No, the 10 is the hardest position is the 10 in football.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What angle is harder to create? Angles for a 10 or angles for a
10? The 10 is the hardest.
There you go. That's the point I'm making. He's come from the hardest position.
Yeah, but he didn't play like his whole career as the 10 in like tough leagues, and then he moved to
10.
Habibi, just hear me out. He didn't play like, I understand if you're telling me someone who was a magnificent 10 and then moved down to actually play a little bit deeper. But Kobbie Mainoo was 18 when he moved to play in the middle for Man United. 18.
Okay.
Like, it's not like he played 8 years first team as a 10 and he was one of the best 10s. Okay. And then he played how many competitive games in a 10? To go to the Premier League, go from 18, to go at 18, which is why I said Miles Skelly last season, not this season, the season before at Arsenal, is so ridiculous that he came in the second half of the season and slotted in like a glove, bro. For you to come from the youth team, go to one of the hardest leagues and play with ease, not nervous, like this, is a talent. It's called composure.
I think I'm not going to do the if who played for what. We're going to go on what exactly is actually there. Yeah. And me saying him being dropped, him being in the centre mid is not to take away from his quality. The point is, I'm not surprised he looks like that because he's a 10. Right. And for me, if you look at Miles Lewis-Skelly, for example, I think there is way more to Miles Lewis-Skelly's game than what there is to Mainoo's game. And I think Miles Lewis-Skelly shows a lot more qualities than what Mainoo does. Whereas majority of Mainoo's qualities is on the ball. I don't think he's necessarily unbelievable at anything. And all of the things that he's shown me, I've seen it before. It's not to say that I don't think he's up there as a top talent. He's a top talent. So let me even walk back some of it. But he's a top talent. But at the same time, it's not like it just doesn't. When I watch Kobbie Mainoo, I don't think
I enjoy myself.
How are we going to play?
I enjoy myself. I enjoy myself
100%.
Because I love a DM that is
a stretch.
Makes the hard thing look very simple, which is creating the angle, dribbling, gliding past players with ease like this. Always be the option. I love these things.
I don't think he was a bigger talent than what Jack Wilshere was.
No, Jack Wilshere was always ridiculous. To be honest with you,
I don't think.
Yeah, like Jack Wilshere was. Jack Wilshere was tipped to be a great thing, but I
don't think he's better than Miles Lewis-Skelly, which is saying something because of what I think about Miles Lewis-Skelly.
I think he is.
I don't think he's better.
But we'll see. If City gets top 5 and throw Phillips, do the sack Maresca?
For anyone that thinks Jack Wilshere is robbed, I'll actually genuinely never have a conversation with you about football again, I'll be honest.
If City gets top 5 and throw Phillips, do the sack Maresca?
Jack Wilshere was a generational talent.
Moving on from Wilshere?
No, because this Jack Wilshere is no subject.
Okay, JT, I'm sorry for the disrespect. Who said Alvarez? When did I have Alvarez in the time? Why are people saying Alvarez? Guys, Alvarez said no, not to Arsenal, to England.
Bro, I rate Mainoo, by the way. I do think Mainoo should go to England.
I'm gonna
I think Mainoo, cool. 10 as a smash rate, right? Sweet. I think Mainoo is a really good player, man. Big up Mainoo. Big up Manchester United. I love Manchester United so much. Mainoo is probably better than any midfielder I've seen. Better than Gerrard, better than Scholes, better than Lampard, better than anything.
You bottled it. What is this like? This listen, money like. Real Madrid bid 20 million, 150 million for Julian Alvarez. Fuck that, bro. He's not worth it.
Is that the player then? Yeah. Oh, then we got no fucking chance. I pack up the Alvarez shouts. Pack that shit up.
Guys, I'm gonna. Did you see my tweet yesterday? Couple of tweets. Let me do the super chats. Go to my Twitter and go to my Twitter. Okay. Go to my Twitter now. Do you have Twitter on your laptop?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Go to my Twitter. If City gets top 5 and throw Phillips, do they sack Maresca? No, they won't. They won't sack Maresca.
City.
If they get 5th, they won't sack Maresca. Right?
I don't think they would. Not in the first season.
I don't think they will. Don't want Vini.
Pressure, though.
In my opinion, he's not a team player, but that's what Paz is saying, Rosie. He's saying that the team will work for him because he will get you the 30-something GA.
I'm not sure if that's Vini, though. I can't tell you that's going to be Vini, but I think there is room for someone to do that.
Yeah. Sesko is a generational talent as well. Slovenian. Mkhitaryan is a generational talent for his country.
Just so we're clear.
Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss.
I rate Mainoo. I would take Mainoo at Arsenal.
MLS does more than Mainoo. Zubi gets disrespected. Zubamendi started very well and then he faded off.
Yeah, because the back end of the season, he just stopped doing a bunch of things. We have a players that have just randomly just stopped doing stuff. Like, it's actually quite strange. But yeah, bro, I feel like, yeah, my delivery sometimes is very harsh to where people just think I think the player's a piece of shit. I don't. Mainoo is a good player. I like Mainoo. And I think he's very important for the future of England.
I would take Diego Dallo in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't take. I wouldn't. You would take the.
Not bad. It's not bad for me. Right wing back. I don't think it's that bad. Why are people? Why does sarcasm? Why does sarcasm get like over people's heads?
Wait, hold on. Atletico want 500 million. I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come. I knew it. I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come when we're just doing dumb shit now. How long has he got left on his contract? He's probably got like 4 years left, ain't he? Because they need to free that up, man.
Bro, this is fucked up.
There can't be 500 million, can't be. Oh, God.
Hold on. Comunicado ufficiale. It's actually an official bid.
That's insane. 150 is a lot of money to reject, I'll be real.
What is it? What is that? What is the
Oh, the release cost is 500. I'm fucking dead. I swear in Spain, it's like compulsory to have one, though.
Yes, you have to have one.
Yeah, so it's bullshit. They'll sell for less than that one. Bro, 150, to reject 150 for a striker that didn't score more than 10 league goals is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna lie to you. That they bidded like that's like 12 mil per GA. That's actually insane. That's actually insane. You got 8 league goals, bro. How much GA did you get in total? Okay, he absolutely moved to the Champions League. How did you get more GA in the Champions League than the Liga and you played double the games? Someone break that down for me. Oh my days, Junior Alvarez murdered the Champions League. Safe, man. We're never gonna get him, man. We're never gonna get him.
You can get Darwin Núñez for free.
Go to hell, bro. Go to hell. How about you give us Lautaro Martinez? Actually, I'm good.
I'll cook for you, to be honest. With the way you play, would cook for you. On box striker, his movement is very good. Real Madrid, they have made an offer of 150 million. It has been rejected by Atletico Madrid. Number one, that's taking the piss. Like, Real Madrid aren't going to go to Atletico Madrid and just absolutely, like, right away, like, give them the player.
The darkest thing, though, is that the opening bid is 150, which means they've got more. They got more to give, which is quite terrifying.
150 million euros would be the third most expensive player ever. Would it be? Neymar and Mbappe.
It shouldn't be Julian Alvarez, though. Julian Alvarez,
Neymar and Mbappe.
this is a stretch, bro. This is a stretch. 150 is getting out of hand now, bro.
Well, I feel Anderson is worth 150 million pounds. Julian Alvarez 150 million euros is decent enough. Bro.
This is insane, bro.
I'll tell you something. Well, like Elliot Anderson, 150 million pounds is an outrageous price.
The first deal of this window, like the first big deal, is going to set a tone.
Yes.
Fuckery. If one player that goes for 100 mil that shouldn't do, that's it. The whole market is.
I'll tell you something. I actually think the Matias Fernandes deal is going to set the tone for this window. West Ham want 8. If he goes for 80, if Man United pay 80 million total package for Matias Fernandes, Nottingham Forest are going to say we want 100 million and not a penny less.
Isak should have been 150 though. Isak kind of made sense because he had like the pedigree of I've murdered the Premier League. He murdered the Premier League that year. So it's in some ways it made sense. It didn't completely destroy the market.
Bro, Diamondi for 115 million is mad as well.
Bro, just remember, Isak got 23 league goals and 6 assists. That's 150 M's. That is 150 M's. And the season before that, he got 20. Like he's been booting off. It makes sense. It's a bit high, but 150 for Julian with 8 league goals. Even though I know we got 10 in the Champions League, but like, come on, bro. This is getting out of hand. You say he's won everything in football, but since when has that ever that? I hear what you're saying, but like, doesn't make him worth like 200 million. Junior Alvarez not a 200. He did.
And then why are you responding? It's one of the most stupidest comments. He's won everything in football.
That's too stupid.
But Nathan Ake has won everything in fucking football.
He was also a bench rider when he won those things, by the way. Which is why he left in the first place. So that comment is actually quite silly. Oh, the market's finished, man. The market's finished. We're gonna buy Morgan Rogers for 300 mil, bro. Oh my god.
I pissed off a lot of people.
Thank God it's not my money. It's the Gordon. Oh yeah, I forgot about that deal. 80 mil for Gordon.
Kenny got Kenny. That's exactly what it is.
That's facts. It's the Gordon.
That's it, Kenny. It's this one
Oh,
that fucking
it's
set
the
the
Gordon
deal up.
deal! I actually
80
forgot about that deal.
80 mil for Gordon is what set the prices.
Yeah, GG,
Oh my God.
It's already ruined. It's already ruined. Even though I think Gordon's a good player, he's not 100 mil though.
You know he's making 250k.
All right, congrats to you and your family, man. Way to fucking get it done, man. Hey, way to get it done. Way to pay 100. How much they pay? He got 6 league goals and 2 assists. For 50 mil more, you could have got his sack.
I think we need to stop looking at these prices as like we need to like think that 100 million is like 60 mil now.
When did Anthony Gordon score 10 Champions League goals?
He scored 5 against that team that they won 8 against or something, 9.
So man, I cheated. Man, I stat padding. I can't. I hate you. I cheated. He got 17 goals though.
Yeah, Zubimendi played too much. He was exhausted by the end. Rosie.
I like that narrative. I'm gonna go with that too. I like
Rosie. Whatever makes you sleep well at night.
I'm going with that too, Rosie. I'll fuck with that. I like
whatever makes you sleep well at night, Rosie.
That works for me. I'm gonna go with that too.
Bro, whatever.
Oh, bro, this is dark, man. That means I don't think anything's getting done till like.
I actually think that Morgan Rogers now will go for like 90 plus 10. Like 90 million plus 10 million bonuses or something.
Issue is Morgan Rogers fucking booted off as well. They're gonna pull up hands down.
Yeah, like
yeah,
that's 90 plus 10. Broski, that would be a 90 plus 10. Barcola now with 130.
And Gordon as well, way better season. 14 and 12 he had. Oof.
He had what? 14, 20 AGA.
Yeah.
Playing for Unai Emery is crazy, actually. Alex Scott, 80 million is it.
Alex Scott is a baller, though.
I love him. I think
Liverpool should take Rashford as well. I think that would be a good signing for him.
Actually, I think that Rashford should go to Chelsea.
That's way too many Instagram posts in one team. That's way too many. Well,
I like Rashford as a player.
Only City money is bad. No, Newcastle's money is bad too. They're trying to do what you lot did. It's just they brought in new rules, so that it's a myth for them. Hopefully,
I don't know why people don't like Marcus Rashford. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, for you, man. I'm cool.
No,
I like
he's a good player. Paz, you're not gonna tell me that when Marcus Rashford was in the picture in the beginning of his Man United career, he wasn't a talented footballer. He's a good footballer.
Yeah, 100 years ago. I would have taken him 100 years
6 years ago, yeah?
I would have taken him 6 years ago.
You don't think he can revive his career?
Who's done it before?
But most of your fan base think that Martinelli can revive his career.
Who has done that before?
Who has revived their career? Let me tell you.
Who has done that?
Who has revived their career? It's a very good question, guys. Who has revived their career?
When you figure that out, let me know.
I'm thinking. Granit Xhaka?
He didn't revive his career.
He did revive his career. Don't lie. Arsenal, he revived his career. He became one of their best players.
You're now talking about someone that was misprofiled, first of all.
Osman Dembele.
And then we created a role, Ousmane Dembele. I'll give you Ousmane Dembele. I'll give you Ousmane Dembele. I'll give you Dembele. I'll give you that. I'll give you Dembele, Gara. I'll give you
Ferran Torres.
Okay, let me give you the preface. He needs to have booted off, gone meaty, and then booted off again. Dembele is the only thing that fits that off the top of my head. But you need to have booted off beforehand.
Luis Diaz.
And then gone meaty and then
Luis Diaz. Great at Porto. Went to Liverpool 6 months. Great. Got injured. He sucked at Liverpool.
Yeah, Porto don't count. Sorry. You need to have booted off at a respectable top level club at the top level, gone meaty, and then revived yourself at the top level. Then fair enough. Scott McTominay never booted off ever. Maguire never booted off.
Yeah, Maguire never booted off at Man United. Guys, Maguire, since he went to Man United, has been meaty. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but he was good at Leicester, which is the top level.
Cucurella
Correa. When was it? When did he
Great,
boot off?
good at Brighton. Man City wanted him. Chelsea snapped him. Went to Chelsea. It was hell in the beginning, and then he revived his career at Chelsea.
It's just what you got to do.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Let's keep it to forwards. Let's keep it to forwards because defenders they can go in.
Okay, attackers, 10s and attackers.
Giroud, did he ever boot off, or did he just look all right?
Giroud was always all right, guys. He was
When did Salah boot off and go
Antoine Griezmann?
When did he go meaty?
He was great. Went to Atletico, failed. Went to Barcelona, failed. Went back to Atletico, played good.
Was the team he was at meaty though? I'm not sure Griezmann was ever meaty though.
Griezmann was very good at Atletico. Then went meaty. Went to Barcelona.
Meaty at Barcelona though. He
was shit at Barcelona, bro. Shit.
Like, okay, no one has gone to Rashford shit and come back. I'm sorry, you cannot go Rashford shit and come back. That to me, when I say come back, you're not going from, oh my god, 30 GA. Man, we're comparing him with Mbappe, by the way, and then now go to this meaty where you're not even playing, you're leaving the season with 3 GA, and now you're coming back to 30 GA.
So is Saka gonna go back to the best then?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Okay, so the question from Ashraf. Here's a question.
Saka hasn't gone Rashford meaty.
No, not yet.
He's nowhere near Rashford meaty. That's insane.
Not yet. If we could only sign one player this summer and only let go of 2 players, which would you guys pick for Arsenal?
That's mad easy. That's mad.
Any player, Ashraf, any player.
That's mad easy.
That's like the easiest thing I can ever think of.
I'll throw in 2 for free. Let me know. Yeah, how much you want? I'll throw it. I can do 5 if you like. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Whatever you need. Shout me. Message me privately. I might give you 10.
I don't know what you mean. Like it has to be like any player.
Letting go of 2 players from Arsenal is not difficult.
Kvara, letting go Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. Okay.
I can give you 5 if you want. Let me know. You want?
Mine would be Yildiz, and you let go of Jesus and Madueke.
Yildiz, have you watched it, bro? Yildiz is a truck, bro.
I'm talking about Kvaratskhelia, not Yildiz. I'm talking about Kvaratskhelia.
No, he hates Madueke because to pick Madueke over our left wingers is insane.
He hates Madueke.
You know how much he hates Madueke? He now wants us to be short on the right side and have 3 left wingers just to get rid of it. Nah, that is different level hate.
Ashraf, you are behind in the show, Habibi.
That is different level hate. That is different level hate.
Let's end the show then. Rivals banter Arsenal after signing Rice for that price. Yep. Can I tell you something even madder? Can I tell you, AMT, can I tell you even something madder? People still banter Arsenal about Rice today. They still think he's a meaty player.
I'm cool with that, boy. As long as he wins.
Martinelli can be a top 3 wingers in world football. Yes, he's gonna revive his career and come back and be top 3 left wingers.
What's that? Yeah, I look at.
Do you remember when people said I wouldn't trade Mbappe for
who?
Martinelli and Mbappe?
Nah, I do remember that as well. I'm not gonna lie, I do remember.
That was an AFTV clip where a guy sat in front of the stadium and said I wouldn't trade Martinelli for him.
In his defense, though, that season,
there's no defense. Don't try.
Hold on.
There's no fucking defense. Don't try.
Hold on.
See?
My boy, let me back my brethren. At that time, yeah, Martinelli looked like we had stumbled upon the fucking truth, yeah. And second of all, yeah, remember he was sending Trent to mental play. His mental health was in hell. He had Trent thinking about his ball for me, and I was thinking, "Raw, maybe ball ain't for you, but ball is defo for Martinelli." And then not only that, remember you was looking at Mbappe them times. PSG was looking a bit stinky. PSG was very stinky. So comparing the two, do I want Mbappe that's looking toxic and stinky or Martinelli on his greatest day? Let's have it right. Come on. Let's not be unfair. The context is important. In the 22-23 season, Martinelli looked unplayable. Come on, man. Have it fair. I'm not saying it's not wobbled a bit because I was still swapping, but the context is important. You get me? The context is important. That's all.
Oh. Mo, if you would start the Nelly thing again, I didn't.
He did. Yes, he did. No one else brought it up but you.
People did.
No, look at this guy, bro. Man said I didn't. It's just me and you up here, and I didn't start it. It was funny that season. Mbappe scored like 40 goals. Oh my days, scored more than 40 goals. Wait,
are you going live?
Later, 7:30. Oh my days, it's nearly 7:30 already.
Let me redirect to you then.
Say no.
What is your?
Oh my days, he scored 40 goals.
What is this? What is your?
It's scheduled. It says Among Us.
Paz the creator.
Yes, sir.
Coach Paz Goldman? No.
It's at Paz the creator. Just put at Paz the creator.
There's no at here, bro. This is okay. Got it. It's unfiltered live. I can't trust anyone. You cussing everyone.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one.
The unfiltered one?
Yes, that's the one.
No, it's Ashraf, you're behind the show. Habibi, you're way behind. Anyway, listen, I want to thank everyone that joined us. I'm not doing streams tomorrow because I'm traveling. And I will see you guys later, maybe Friday or something. See you on Paz's stream. Doing the live show. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's going to be fun. Let's go there. I'll see you guys there.